everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom vlog. Yes, like I said last week, guys, the vlogs are back, and not only are they back, but they are back on their regular Sunday, Monday basis schedule. So I just wanted to throw this out before I start the whole vlog. I want to clarify to you guys, because you may be wondering, considering the fact that my first vlog back, it was not on a Sunday or Monday. So I just want you guys to know that the schedule it'll be back to its regular weekly schedule, back to how it was before this whole hiatus of not doing any vlogs. It will be back to, if I do have time, I'm not busy, or there's nothing comes up that ends up messing my schedule up, it should come out on Sunday. But I always have that little, backup. If I do not make it on Sunday, it will come out on Monday for sure. So pretty much that's how it should be, guys. If you guys are excited for the vlog like I am, I'm super happy, because honestly, the way it was when I started first making these vlogs and everything, I was kind of hesitant, because this channel, it started off being reviews and everything. I have some unboxings, I have some gameplay, I have some AMVs and stuff here and there. But when I first decided I kind of want to do a vlog, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if people were really gonna like it. And that's the same thing when I first when I first made the vlog again, coming back to it in last week. I was hesitant. I was scared that people wouldn't really care for it. And if you guys didn't, I probably would have stopped, honestly. But after seeing all the support, all the comments, the likes, the views of the last vlog, it's definitely got me excited to see and continue doing this, because I really do enjoy this. It was definitely a surprise when I made my first vlog and everything, that I was wondering, how am I going to do this? What I'm going to do? But it's just interesting and cool to, throw out all these things that happened during the week that I saw that was interesting, and, talk to you guys about it. Whenever you guys comment and reply to my, my vlogs and everything, talk about the things that I thought was interesting. It's really cool. It's like being able to talk with all of you guys about all these crazy stuff that normally I don't have. Like, I have some friends that are interested in, a lot into anime as well, but not everyone that I hang out with are interested in this kind of stuff. So it's always cool to go ahead and have people like you guys respond and, really show how much you guys enjoy these certain things, and, lay it out in the comments. It's always pretty interesting to see what you guys are thinking as well, and agree or disagree. It's always something cool to learn about, honestly. But yeah, that's pretty much, I'm super excited that I'm going to be continuing these vlogs. They will be back to their normal schedule. And, before I continue on with this vlog, I just want you to know, the vlogs are not going to always be like last week's vlogs. If you are new to the vlogs and, you saw last week's vlog and it was like 39 minutes, it is not going to be that long usually. Maybe if it's like some crazy shit that I want to talk about, but normally it would be, some of them are kind of long, not that close to long, and some of them are that, even shorter and everything. But the reason why last week's vlog was so long is because I have not made a vlog in so long. I had so much to talk about, so many updates and everything, that it ended up being that long. But normally it's probably not going to go up to those lengths, at least, but I still do have a lot of stuff that I want to talk to you guys. So let's get on to it. The first thing that I have to talk to you guys about is actually on an anime that I have loved for a long time, probably one of my favorite animes of all time, and that is Angel Beats. Now, I'm not saying this is the best anime in the world, but it's definitely one of my favorites of all time. It's an anime that I think, is amazing, even with the crutch of it being only 12 to 13 episodes, actually. Because honestly, like I said, like I always say, 12 episode seasons, 13 episode seasons are never enough. I always feel that you need to have a 24 episode season. And even in Angel Beats, it definitely shows that there are a lot of moments where it's like, man, if only there was 24 episodes, they could have done more development on these characters and everything. And in my opinion, it would have been even like 10 times better, honestly. But still, even with that, even with only 12 or 13 episodes, it's still an amazing anime, and I definitely recommend going ahead and watch that. And if you've already watched other animes, for example, like Clannad, like, Little Busters, Air, Canon, Rewrite, those are all made by Key. These visual novels came out first, and then they came out with these anime adaptations. And if you love those, you are going to love Angel Beats. And it's a little twist, a little throwing in some knowledge if you didn't already know. Angel Beats is the weird thing in comparison to all the other ones, is that it actually came out as anime first, and now they have a visual novel out. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, considering the fact that the rest of them start off as visual novels and then they came out as anime adaptations after. Angel Beats came out first. Now there's actually a visual novel out for it. So that's pretty crazy, honestly. But the big thing about it, I started just going off on a tangent about how I love Angel Beats, is the fact that recently I found out that it's actually going to be going out of print, which means for everyone who loves Angel Beats, if you're a big fan of them, of Angel Beats and everything, and you want to continue to, be able to go and watch it all the time, I definitely go ahead and recommend going to go on their site. It's going to be selling from the 3rd to the 10th, and after that it's going to be gone. I'm not too sure on the whole point of all the other sites that normally sell it, if they have a big stock and everything, but once the stock is gone on all those sites and on the main site, it's going to be gone forever. So if you're a really big fan, if you've been thinking about going ahead and buying the Blu-ray, definitely go and do that sooner than later, honestly. And if you haven't watched Angel Beats yet, I definitely recommend going to watch that. It's only like 12 to 13 episodes. You could probably binge watch the heck out of it in one day if you really do enjoy it like I did. And if you do end up binge watching the heck out of it and you want to get the Blu-ray in that time, that it's going to be, I think it's already like the 6th, so the 10th is only a couple days later. So I definitely would go ahead and watch it and try and buy it now. I already got my copy, luckily, because I got this way before, because like I said, I love the anime, so it was no trouble actually for me deciding if I should buy it or not. There was no like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be gone, I should get it now, right? It was just like, oh, I'm gonna get this because I love it, so I got it already. I recommend watching it. Even if you don't want to get the Blu-ray, I definitely recommend going ahead and watch that anime if you have not yet. So let's get on to the next thing, because that's pretty much all I gotta say. The print is gone, so yeah, Angel Beats, awesome. But the next thing I gotta talk about is another anime that I do love, and it's actually more recent than Angel Beats, because Angel Beats is way further back, honestly, but this one is on Bungo Stray Dogs. It's actually an anime that I watched a lot, before. There's been 2 seasons and I've loved it. Definitely recommend going to check that out if you like kind of like detective kind of animes, and it even has like some mystical kind of stuff because they have magic and everything in that world. Not really magic, but every single one has different abilities, and those abilities represent something from the books that the creators had made, because these guys are actually famous authors, not just from Japanese literature but also from English, and I think, I'm not too sure on the specifics on what other ones there are, but there's a bunch of different authors in there as well, and each of them have like a different ability depending on their famous works in their lifetime. So it's actually a pretty damn interesting, awesome anime that also has some crazy action and a really good storyline. So I would definitely recommend going ahead and watch that. But the crazy thing is, recently they actually had a trailer go out for the premiere of the anime film for Bungo Stray Dogs Dead Apple, I think that's what it's called. And honestly, I was super excited when I saw it. I was like, holy shit, I definitely want to watch that. And I saw it March 3rd premiere, and I was like, holy shit, okay, yes, that is quite a while from now. But the thing is too, it's actually only shown that it's going to be premiering in Japan March 3rd. Hopefully, this is what I'm hoping for, an English, US theater, end up coming out in US theaters later on, because I've been watching and seeing a lot more anime films coming out to the US, and honestly, I am super happy about that. Like, I've watched several of them already, and one coming up this month is actually Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. Really excited for that one, because I've watched all the other Fate Stay Night. I watched Fate Stay Night, the original one, the route for, because Fate Stay Night originally came out as a visual novel, and each of these are different routes for the different girls. The first one, which is the older Fate Stay Night, was for Saber. The Unlimited Blade Works is for Rin, and then of course after that, I think Heaven's Feel is for Sakura. So I'm super excited to see how this one will be, especially considering the fact that it's supposed to be a lot more darker. So I'm excited to see how dark it gets and how crazy it gets, especially considering the fact that it's going to be in theaters. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and watch that for sure. And that's pretty crazy, because the next thing, besides, the whole fact that, like I said, Bungo Stray Dogs, before I get onto the next thing, the premiere comes out obviously in March 3rd in Japan, and hopefully there it will be a US premiere as well later on. But like I said, this actually translates to the next thing that I got to talk about, is about Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. Obviously it came out last month in Japan, and it's already hit, it's already topped 1 billion yen, which is about $8.78 million. So that's pretty damn good. I'm not the hugest expert in movies, and depending, how much money is good for them, but that sounds like a lot to me. And honestly, that's got me really hyped up to see how well it would do in the US as well, because I know Fate Stay Night, a lot of people like Fate Stay Night, so I'm hoping that this will be actually really good as well. And hopefully, is we just continue to see. We're going to see, this is only the first part movie as well. So yeah, if you guys did not know, there's actually going to be, you know, in US theaters, there's going to be this movie. If you didn't know, if you're a Fate Stay Night fan, a Fate, you know, Fate series fan, you should definitely go ahead and check on their site that there's like a list of different theaters. There's one from, you know, where I live, so I'm definitely happy about that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about all these anime films that are coming out and everything. The next thing I gotta talk about is something that happened this week, is actually on Crunchyroll. Yeah, I actually found out that Crunchyroll ended up being hacked, and they actually ended up, when you go to the site, it like sends you, redirects the people to download like a malware file. And I was like, holy shit. I haven't been on Crunchyroll during those days and everything, so I was like, holy shit. Imagine if I just went on like, what the hell is this? I'm stupid sometimes. I probably would be like, okay, it's like it was supposed to be like a new viewer for Crunchyroll, so I can see why people would accidentally click it. So I might have just clicked it, and you probably would have effed up your computer. And luckily for me, I didn't go on Crunchyroll that day, so that is definitely lucky. But like, you know, just in case, they say it's all good now and everything. If you did, of course, get it, they have like instructions on how to take it off. But everything should be good now according to them. But I mean, you should do this every time, but I want to tell you guys, you should definitely go ahead, if you have a Crunchyroll account and you have like, you know, a lot of details like your credit card and stuff on it and everything, you should definitely probably change your password. Because I mean, whenever these kind of things come, it's always a smart idea to change your password. You never know. You know, the hacking was talking about how it was pretty much to, you know, send these people to malware, download a malware file. But who knows, they might have got info on everyone's accounts and everything as well, on the passwords and stuff. You never know, honestly. So I definitely recommend, if you do have a Crunchyroll account, just go and, you know, change the password. It's not that hard. Just go ahead and do it now, and you won't have to worry about it for at least quite a while. You should always change your password on a regular basis, you know. But yeah, after that, that's all I gotta say about that one. It was literally just something crazy that I saw that I was like, holy shit, okay. I got lucky that I did not go on Crunchyroll that day. Thank goodness that I was actually super busy and had no time to go home and watch anime that day, you know, because that probably would have pissed me off if that ended up happening to me. But yeah, the next thing I got to talk about is, if you guys didn't know, I mean, I'm pretty much anyone who's got a computer, you end up, you know, if you play games, you probably know about Steam. I have a lot of games on Steam, and actually have a lot of games that are anime games, you know, visual novels and stuff of the sorts, because Steam's been getting a lot more of those out lately. And something that I like to do is check if there's like an 18 plus kind of thing to it, because, you know, whenever you watch an anime, this is a huge thing for me at least. Whenever I watch an anime and I see that it's censored, it's always like, oh man, are you kidding me? Because a lot of the times it's like these stupidest censors, like the light coming out of nowhere, the fog, the weird, you know, things just to block these certain areas. And it's like, really? And then the Blu-ray comes out and it's like, oh yeah, now we get to see the opie. Thank you very much, you know. But yeah, like literally whenever I see that, it's like you don't get to see a huge portion of, it's like the huge portion of the anime. Honestly, you're missing out on something. And that's the same way I feel with games. If there's like a 18 plus kind of content in that and it's being censored, which that's how it is on Steam. Yes, there are other ways you can buy from other sites and everything, but I always download all my games on Steam. I get all my stuff on Steam. It's easier to have everything there, that I don't have to worry about anything, you know, trying to find the game somewhere else or something like that. And overall, I trust Steam a lot, honestly. So the big thing is obviously, like, if you get a censored game, and I have, you know, I do have a Steam, so I do get all of the games and they are censored, it's like, oh man, that sucks. Like if I play it, it's like not, you know, not being able to play a whole portion of the game, pretty much, in my opinion. Even if it's not that much, it's still like that was a portion that was not given to me and I want it now, you know. Especially when it's, you know, showing some opie in here and there, you know. But when it comes to that kind of stuff, it makes no sense. But at least there's these 18 plus patches that they do allow, and they do have links to and everything. And normally the first place I look is of course on Steam, because I'm already there. It's very helpful. It's nice for them to do that, because yes, you're buying the censored version, which means that yes, Valve gets some money, Steam gets some money, but it seems that Valve doesn't like that, Steam doesn't like that, and they decided to, of course, contact all these game developers and tell them, nope, you can no longer have links to these 18 plus patches anymore on on Steam, and I'm over here like, whoa, end of the world. It's so hard to go and Google these things. It's like, really, dude? All you're doing is making an irritation, honestly. And the whole thing that I got pissed off, not pissed off, but like it made no sense in my mind, more irritation or anything, is the fact that I still don't understand why these games, why they aren't allowed to have these uncensored versions on Steam. Yes, you may be thinking, wait, but then the kids can go and get it. Most of these games cost money. The only way they are getting money to get this is they need a credit card or a debit card or something. And of course that lays on from the parents and everything. And that's why it always connects to the point that I always find it so stupid and funny. Not really funny, but just irritating. I guess it is funny sometimes because like, are you really serious about this? But when parents get pissed off at games like, oh, this game is super violent, that's what's making my kid violent, that's what making my kid act like this. No, actually, ESRB, there's these ESRB ratings for a reason. These games have ratings for a reason, and the only way for them to get these games that are mature, which are 17 and above, is if they have a parent that is allowing them to buy this game. It's the same thing here. Why don't, it's on the parents to be watching what the kids are doing. And now you may be like thinking like, oh, there's not really a way to do it when it's online. In store, obviously, the GameStop employees, the Best Buy employees, wherever you're getting it, will tell you, are you 17 or above? Do you have an ID? Can I see it? But online, you can't. But that's the same thing with everything, honestly. That's just like your parents should be watching you, what you're doing on the internet anyway, because I mean, oh, I can't do this, can't get this game uncensored on Steam. Guess what? They can just go and, on a porn site or something and just say, are you 18 years or above? Yes. And boom, they're onto it already. So there's not really a way to stop that. But like I said, if it costs money, they need a card. It's probably going to be money from their parents. And like I said, the parents should be the one watching them anyway. Like, why torture and, make it harder for everyone else like me and, you that are watching this that are above 17 and above. If I want the uncensored version, it should be allowed. It should be there. And, just making it that even there's no links, they can't put links to their 18 plus patches. That's just a huge irritation that makes no sense in my mind. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. If I continue to talk about it, it's just going to be me getting more and more like, why this, why that? It makes no sense. But let's get on to the next subject. That's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about Steam, because I play a lot on Steam, and I play a lot of these kind of anime games, and a lot of the times they have some ba-boom opie being shown. So it was just in my head like, come on, why this, why that? And actually, before I finish this, I know I said I was done. There's actually one more thing I gotta say about this. If that is not allowed, you're not allowed to see opie, you're not allowed to see boobs and stuff like that. Why is it allowed for all these other games which are pretty dang gory, pretty dang messed up and violent? Those kind of games, it's okay to have on there. They don't need to censor those games. But when it comes to this, when it's showing boobs and stuff, it's like, nope, you can't do that. It's like, what are you talking about? That makes no sense. It's the same thing. Some of these gory stuff, these violent stuff are even worse. But do they allow the censored the uncensored versions on Steam? Yes, they do. Case closed. Makes no sense. Thanks, Valve. Let's get on to the next subject, guys. The next thing that I have to talk about is actually on esports. It's actually recently the League of Legends 2017 World Championship Finals had just ended, and it was between the gods themselves, SK Telecom T1, three-time world champions already. They've already won twice in a row, going on to try and win their third time, going up against Samsung Galaxy, which has been looking pretty damn amazing throughout the whole tournament. A rematch of last year's, world championship. And I was expecting a 5-game series just like last year. I was expecting some pretty crazy shit. But in the end, it ended up being a 3-0 sweep. Yes, of course, SKT showed in every single game they were winning the early game, but unfortunately, some stupid play by certain players. And before you start getting mad at me about like, oh, you don't know anything, you're not playing the game, are you a pro player, what division are you in, and all this kind of stuff, hey, calm down. I'm just putting out my opinion. Yes, I'm not as good as that person, but I could still see that you could definitely tell that certain players on SK Telecom definitely did not play that well at all, not just in the finals but throughout the tournament. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm talking about Bang and Wolf. Wolf, unfortunately, bot lane is pretty much, it's when you're watching it, it's about both of them. Wolf had some good plays, but a lot of times it wasn't anything that special. Bang though, Bang, honestly, I couldn't believe this, because whenever I think of SKT, I think of Bang being, the bot lane being a stable point that you can at least rely on them not to go, not to lose lane. What happened throughout this whole tournament? Bang continuously misplayed. He continuously to do the stupidest things, especially like in the finals, jumping into a Cho'Gath, ulting away the enemy AD carry several times, allowing him to live when he should die. It did not make sense. I was like, what is going on? This is not the Bang that I know of. This is not the world champion that I saw last year. And honestly, it definitely did surprise me. Throughout the tournament, Faker had to do so much for him. And yes, everyone's saying that Faker, it was because of his play at the end in the third game that ended up losing. But it was because Faker was trying so hard. He overplayed certain things. He went too far and tried to do too much. But it makes sense. Faker throughout the whole tournament was carrying them, honestly. Peanut, he tried his best as a jungler sometimes, but a lot of times it wasn't that well. Blank was, of course, had to be brought in, or vice versa, the other way around. And it just, the only consistent player, in my opinion, was Faker. And even Huni, who I do love, I loved him when he was on Fnatic. I loved him when he was in Immortals. And when he went to SKT, if none of the NA teams had made it past that far, which obviously, unfortunately, they did not, I was going to root for SKT. I love Faker. He's a god. Don't call me a fanboy, because honestly, I liked SKT before they even became world champions. And that was in season 3. But yeah, Faker, he's awesome. He's literally the best player in the world. Even after this, I still think he's the greatest of all time, and I expect him to make a comeback in next year, and probably stronger than ever, honestly. But I really thought that Huni did a pretty damn good job, and I felt really sorry for him because I thought he deserved to be a world champion. And then, of course, after when they did lose, I was like, oh, okay, that sucks. Samsung won. They obviously showed to be the better team that day. And, unfortunately that Bang and Wolf decided to crap out the whole tournament. But, that's just how it is sometimes. And I was happy for Ambition, because I've seen him since, back in season 1 and everything. Back when he was on MIG Blaze and, Azubu Blaze later on and all that kind of stuff when he was a mid laner. So I was happy that he was able to win his first world championship, because he's never made it to worlds until last year, and he got really close, and then this year he was able to go ahead and do it. So I was happy. I was like, okay, it sucks for SKT, but looks like it's a time for a new champion to be up, and that is, of course, Samsung Galaxy. But then my heart just shattered. It broke. I could not help it. I started tearing up a little bit as well, because right when I saw Faker, we've never seen him like this before. He's always been that dominant player. He's always just been on top. But finally, you get to see he's not a god. He's not just a god. He is a human, guys. And when he lost, you could see how much it meant to him that he was actually crying. And honestly, I was like, oh my gosh, Faker. Oh, I feel so sorry for him, because in my opinion, I still think he deserves to be a world champion this year. It ended up being that Bang & Wolf did not play like they should have been playing. Peanut, unfortunately, was not what we had expected, considering the fact of how big of, these plays and stuff, how he was as a jungler in Rocks Tigers the year before. But unfortunately, they couldn't win, and it just made it 10 times worse when you saw the emotions coming out of Faker. And honestly, when I saw that, I couldn't help it. I was like, my heart was just broken, and I was like, I felt so sorry for Faker. But hopefully next year, I'm expecting him to come back stronger than ever. SKT is definitely going to probably have some changes to the roster. I'm honestly not expecting Bang & Wolf to be on the roster still yet. Maybe they change out Peanut as well. Probably going to keep Blank. Hopefully they keep Huni, because I definitely do think he deserves to be on that roster still yet. Out of everyone in the World Championship play besides Faker on SKT, he definitely did a good job. In that game 3, he tried his damn best to, you know, carry them. But unfortunately, it was not possible as they put all their eggs in the bang basket, as he was their pretty much main damage doer, and unfortunately, he could not stay alive just for anything. Honestly, he kept getting caught in these stupid positions and kept shooting away Ruler, the AD carry on Samsung Galaxy, away, allowing him to live and allowing them to continue to fight and beat SKT. So yeah, before I keep talking about how Banging Wolf did a bad job, let's get on to the next subject. And I just really want to talk about that because, you know, I love LOL. I love the esports scene. I always love watching the World Championship, so I want to, you know, talk to you guys about it as well. If you guys, of course, you know, don't really care for this, obviously, you don't have to watch this. But for those who do watch LOL esports as well, you know, feel free to comment below your thoughts on what happened in the finals between SKT and, of course, Samsung Galaxy. Let's get on to the next subject. The next thing that I do have is actually, I'm going to be getting the Xbox One X soon. It's coming out. There's going to be a release party, everything at the Microsoft Store. I do plan on going, and I'm honestly so hyped because the last time I went to a release party at the Microsoft Store, you get free stuff, you get free food, there's chances to win stuff. I think the last time I actually won a headset, so I was like, oh damn, because I don't normally win stuff, so I was super hyped for that. So I'm super excited for this release party, super excited to see if I can win anything or just overall have a great time at, you know, there in line waiting for the Xbox One X to come out. I don't need anyone, sorry, I'm just going to say this right now. If you love PC, that's awesome. If you think you're a PC elitist, okay, you don't need to comment that, like, oh, Xbox One, most powerful console, still shitty compared to the PC. Yeah, it is still shady to the PC, but I still want it. I've been a console gamer my whole life, and it looks pretty damn good still, yeah, even though I actually have a gaming PC, so don't get mad at that, you know? But yeah, I'm just super excited to go ahead and go to the release party. I'll probably have an unboxing video on my gaming channel. I'm planning guys, I'm planning on bringing back my gaming channel, so if you guys do want to, it should be in my, actually I'm not too sure if it's still there, but it's Wii Gaming, 6E's Wii Gaming, yeah, that's pretty much what it's called. But if you want to go check that out, I should guys be having gameplay up on that channel, not just, you know, regular games, but also anime kind of games as well. So if you guys want to check that out, go to the channel, subscribe, and there should be videos up coming for that, including the unboxing of my Xbox One X and what else I got, some cool goodies that I probably will get at the Microsoft Store release party as well. But now let's get on to the what did I buy this week portion, because I'm pretty sure that's what you guys were waiting, since I kind of hyped it up at the beginning. But there's two things I actually bought this week. The first thing, maybe not as exciting to you, but boom, the new volume 5 of ReZero ended up coming out in English, and I was at Barnes & Nobles. Like you guys always see, I always go Barnes & Nobles. I always get a bunch of these, you know, light novels. And I ended up going today, had some coupons and everything, since I am a, you know, member and everything. So I got like 30% off this book. And when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I definitely have to go and get it. Because if you didn't know, I love the ReZero anime. I actually have not read, I have like all of the other ones, but I haven't read all of them yet. I do plan on doing that. And after I, you know, catch up and read this one, I'll definitely, you know, tell you guys how I thought about it, but what I thought about it. But yeah, I'm definitely excited, super happy to get this volume. It's always awesome to see when I go to Barnes & Noble and like, hey, a new volume for this series, for, you know, a series that I've been reading. That's pretty damn awesome, you know? Always gets me happy, especially considering, you know, yes, I can go ahead and probably find a translation somewhere online, but having like the official English release, it's always awesome to have, especially like I said before, I always love just to have it being displayed off in the corner. I have my bookshelf over there, which can't speak right now, a bunch of light novels, a bunch of manga and everything, and honestly, every time I look at it, I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty cool collection. I can go read that next thing. Same thing with my, you know, Blu-rays and stuff as well, and my games, of course, as well too. But yeah, that's the first thing I ended up getting for this week. The second thing, I'm only going to give you guys a little sneak peek, because if you hadn't already seen, I actually posted the video before. I actually posted an unboxing video before this video came out. Definitely go ahead and check that out. This is why it's only going to be a tease, because you should go and check out the unboxing video. It's a lot more stuff. I talk a lot more about it. This one, I'm just going to show you a little bit of it and be like, hey, this is pretty cool. Go check it out. So it's kind of like an advertisement for that video, but it's more of, if I started talking about it, it would end up being a super long vlog, which I rather you guys, if you guys want to learn and see more of it, then it will be in, you know, in the you don't need to go to the description. Just go to the channel, and the video link should be right there. You should definitely go ahead and check that out. But let me go grab it right now. And here it is. Boom. Yes, if you didn't know, if you didn't see the video yet on my channel, I actually have an unboxing video of this right here. If you didn't watch the anime before, it's called Sword Art Online. Pretty sure you've heard of it, at least if you haven't watched it yet. But boom, give you this little sneak peek. This is, of course, the Dark Repulsor, one of Kirito's swords in hold on, let me put it back down. One of the swords in the first half of Sword Art Online Season 1, when he dual wielded before. There's, of course, still the Elucidator that I do want to get, but I got this recently. Really do love it and everything. If you, like I said before, if you want to check out the unboxing video, go ahead. It's on the channel now. And I plan on getting like a stand back here or something and putting the sword out there for you guys to see. You know, cool display kind of thing. I'm not going to go around trying to slash people or anything like that, but overall, pretty cool purchase, honestly, in my opinion. I just wanted to share with you guys that kind of stuff, you know. But yeah, that's all I gotta talk about, guys. Damn, this video ended up actually being a lot longer than I thought it is. Ended up being more than 30 minutes, so I guess I was wrong. And I still had a lot to talk about to you guys. Like, I started talking about a lot about the World Championship and stuff like that. So sorry about that. I'm not too sure if that's a bad thing or a good thing that these videos are long. If you guys want to comment below on that as well, what length you want to see these videos, feel free to comment below. But I kind of just, you know, wing it, kind of just start talking about all the things I thought was cool. Sometimes I end up talking a lot, and that's where we get to the point that is 30 minutes long. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom vlog. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Feel free to subscribe for more content. And if there's anything you guys have, any questions or the sorts, or anything you just want to talk about that I had put in this video, feel free to comment below. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So till next time, see ya.